moved to 3. We're working these now. So it can be 3 to 1, 3 to 2, or 3 to 3. And from here, all we have to do is solve this equation on each single one. So let's just look at the first one. And I should have probably used a pencil so we could do it. But it's 1 plus 1 times 0.2 is what? 0.2? Minus 0.15. So 1, if we get our calculator, let's see. Where's my calculator? So if we look at this very first one, we've got 1 plus 0.2 minus 0.15 equals 1.05. And I'm looking back at our notes, and that's correct. Okay? So that's the answer for the very first set, the very first pair. Then we'll do the same thing. I forgot to put our 1 in the equation. So we've got 1 plus 0.2 minus 2 times 0.15 is negative 0.3. So minus 0.3 is equal to 0.9. Okay? Same thing for the third one. So 1 plus 0.2 minus 0.45 is equal to 0.75. Okay? So our first answers are 1.05, 0.90, and 0.75. Okay? And we basically will work this down all the remaining sets. So from our notes, we know that this one is 0.125 equals 1.10 and 0.95. Okay, and we know that these here are, when we work the equation, okay. So that's how we do the predicted score when we have x from 1 to something and x2 from 1 to something. Basically, it helps if you create a column to show what those pairs can be. It can be 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 2 to 1, 2 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 1, 3 to 2, 3 to 3. Okay? Now, Mr. Baptiste, or Dr. Baptiste, may have the understanding that I certainly don't as to what these answers actually meant, or what these answers actually mean.
Or what would we use them for?
When we look at these 3 different sets, I'm not 100% sure what the predicted score means.
If I recall correctly, the predicted score, and these scores are representations of scores that can be in an admissions program where you might look at different scores like GRE, the SAT, to predict how well someone would do at a given time later on, like a year from now, 3 years from now. And that my understanding is that the variable X is a representation of that in terms of the formula, predicting how well, having a score to determine how well someone would do.
Okay.
So when we do this tomorrow, if we give him this, that is enough. He doesn't want us to go beyond.
I didn't have anything in my notes to say that one was better than the other.
Right.
Or
we don't have to make you know how a judgment call, like blah 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 blah. The more, you know, not the more, but judging from
our results.
Yeah, we don't have to do anything. I'm gonna